is just absolutely amazing. And to receive an award from this organization, I just can't say enough. I think probably the best way of putting this is, back when I was a little kid, you had 3 channels on TV and all you did was sports. And season by season, as I moved into the junior high days, I now watched my teachers, who were also coaches, and what they did for me, and I said, geez, this is a pretty amazing job, or a pretty amazing field to get into. I've got the best of both worlds. I'll be able to coach, work with students academically, and I just thought it was a fantastic opportunity. So I'm going to guess probably at the age of 12 or 13, I had a pretty good idea of where I wanted to go all along through this path. And now 35, 36 years later, I can't even tell you, to be honest with you. I can honestly say it's been very, very rewarding and worth it. A couple of bits of thanks that I'd like to throw out there. First, to my mom and dad, who were instrumental in supporting me, and through the Little League, the Babe Ruths, the American Legion ball, to everything that I did, college ball, etc. They were always there for me, and it's one of those things that I just wanted to kind of bring along. I'd like to thank all the student athletes that have passed, that I've had a chance to deal with throughout my career. It's thousands, actually, and I really think that it was a most rewarding experience for both of us. Working along the line, I know the people in Westfield will appreciate, or from Westfield will appreciate this. I'd like to thank my wife, Kim. Actually, she wanted to be here today, but she fell a couple of weeks ago in this home with a fractured pelvis. So, she couldn't make it, but I would be in big trouble if I didn't mention her. But in all sincerity, she is the rock that's behind me. You can't do 12, 14-hour days in terms of being a teacher, a coach, an athletic director, and not have the support that I get from her at home. Years ago, the guy that was a baseball coach and umpire said to me, he goes, Irzyk, you know something? If you want to keep doing this stuff, never get married. It's just not going to happen. And he's probably right in 99% of the cases, but I've got the one case that is, the truly exception to to his little rule. And last but not least, I'd like to just kind of conclude this and thank all the veterans and all the people that had anything to do with me receiving this award. But I'll finish with a little quick story. When my dad passed away about 10.5 years ago, I was the head of the family with my mother, and a guy came into his wake, and I didn't recognize him. And then he introduced himself, and I remembered the name. And he said, Donnie, your dad, I don't know if I can get through this, was my first Little League coach. And he said, I wasn't as good as you or your brothers, but your dad didn't care. He gave me a chance to play. He made it fun. It was the most enjoyable experience I ever had. And if I can look back and say, if I could have done that once in my career, it's worth it. Thank you.